What is going on, CBB Nation? Freestyle Friday? Well, I'll tell y'all what, been excited for this one. Let me exit the matrix. How are y'all doing? It's another good day. If you're in AI, if you're a chatbot builder, as they say, we might have some gifts that have been added to the template store for CBB Nation, possibly. Only if there's people in the chat. Oh, we got some people. What's up, Mir? What's going on? It's been a lot of time tweaking CSS. CSS sucks, Josh. That's why we made these templates for you to make it way easier. And we're going to use AI to make things mo better, as they say. Must be nice to be you. Man, what's going on, y'all? Nigel, what's up, dude? Just talked to you. Charles Mack, been talking to you all morning. That's what's up. We're going to have some fun here. What's going on? It's a good day. Sorry I'm late, but it'll be worth it, I promise. It will. Boy, I'm going to make you bling and sing. ATL just made it. Oh, Denise, what's going on? I hope you got my messages. That thing you've made is so cool. I hope that one day you'll be able to show the world, or at least CBB Nation, what you've been up to, because, man, you are just doing it. I'm really proud of all you've done. We're going to have some fun today. I think we're going to start off by sharing my screen. How about that? Friday, baby. We're going to have some fun. I've got to hang out with a lot of CBBers this week. All right, cool. So I wonder if this is going to be better if I do it this way. I think this is a better look. What do y'all think? What's going on, dude? Hello. You did? Okay, good. And I hope everything worked out perfectly. I hope your meeting was good, and I hope it worked perfectly. So today is the day, guys. I've been pushing for this for quite some time to make the right time to be able to create some really awesome templates. And based on your feedback in Discord and especially the Facebook group, I think we've done it. I'm going to open up a new account because this is what a lot of you guys will see. Always choose web chat if you're just starting out. You won't even have that option if it's your first time. We'll default you to web chat. But in this case, we'll just say web chat live demo. I think I've named that so many times. Let's just call this something like cool looking GPT. Because here's the truth, guys. While OpenAI brought GPTs to the world, and this concept is amazing, the execution just cannot match what we can do. Meaning, sure, would companies love more engagement, more activity, to offer more value to their customers with AI? Absolutely. Do many businesses now understand, more so than they did a year ago, what a GPT or an AI chatbot could actually do, because they're getting their work done with ChatGPT? And the smartest people are like, how can I incorporate this in my business? Even more so, because I have the value. I want customers to also have the value or save money, whatever. The problem is the same problem with Google Gems. Most people, let me know in the comments if you knew that you could also create a Google version of a GPT in Gemini called a gem. The exact same concept, guys. It is OpenAI GPTs, Google Gemini gems. They are the same. And then the big hot topic in the Facebook group earlier this week was, oh crap, what are we going to do with Facebook making their own AI for creators and for fun? That's what it is. And I saw this when it first came out. I think Ryan Pilgrim was the first one in our group to actually point this out a couple weeks ago. The day, like the moment it came out, it was like the first thing I saw in the morning. Oh, what are we going to do? Meta's making their own bots. Is this bad? Is this good? What's up? And I was like, man, I know Meta's AI as far as support goes, and that's nothing to brag about. And they don't usually come out with amazing end user tools besides their ads ecosystem. And so I checked it out and immediately saw, okay, great, this is just another OpenAI store, aka kind of a joke. No offense, Mark, I love you, man, but it's not how you do it, bro. I don't think they're going to get the usage that they think. Now, for the younger generation, maybe it could be a way to have longer chats. outside of OpenAI's free stuff, which I guess is they're getting less and less on that free plan or whatever. But anyways, in the business world, it comes down to how can we use AI and create chatbots that are actually useful for my business and for my customers. And one thing that is going to be so big, and this is something that a lot of you guys earlier last year had so many requests, it was hard to keep up with. How can we make web chat better? And so we decided the 2.0 is going to be you're going to allow to have your own CSS and do any customization because it's difficult to accommodate 150 different classes of CSS in one web chat that looks like it has 3 things. But when you dive deeply, you can see that there's a lot of intricacies to it, from the animations to the flexibility that we give. And so today I'm going to show you how to make this easy, how to have a much better time with web chat. I'm going to click up here in the question mark, and I'm going to go to the free templates here. So there's a cool looking GPT is what I've named this account. Web Chat 2024 by Unknown. I am the unknown. I literally just is why I'm a little late. I wanted to make sure I had it on here. So you're going to click install, and then you're going to find your account. Oh Lord, I've got too many. Let's see. Cool looking is what we're looking for. Cool. Of course I would do that. Didn't know what we called it. Cool. Cool looking GPT. COO. Where's this guy at? Got all the web chats. Okay, well, let's do it like this. Here's another fun trick, actually, for you guys to learn. If you have multiple accounts, which a lot of you are getting multiple accounts at this point, one thing that you can do is go to your actual flows and move things over. And this is the same thing as installing it. You guys won't have that same problem, I don't think. Actually, it's going to be in Professor Snoop. That's the account it's in. And so this is where it originated. But I'm going to be able to take this and I'm going to be able to copy it to another account. And so here I'll be able to search cool looking GPT. Bam. And so now now it should be there. So I'll type cool looking GPT and I should see my templates there now. They'll be in one flow right here. Boom. Don't you love when things work? Don't you love it? Oh, you got presents, man, for sure. G money. All right, so here are the different web chat templates that I've made for you guys. And if I have some other requests of anything I've missed, y'all better slap me around a little bit and tell me in the comments what to make, and I'll make it on the fly for you. But this, I think, is going to give you a really good start, because all you're going to need to do in this case is only add your account ID and your web chat ID, which I'll show you how to do. In addition to, I'll show you how to use the GPT, the prompt GPT that we've made that has indeed gotten better and will continue to get better. So here are our options. First, we've got a sharp-edged embed, okay? So very, very simple. Logo, your chatbot name, created by, this is a request, I believe, from Oscar and a few others. And it's very simple, but this is what you've got here, right? Number 2, going along these same lines, we've got the rounded edge. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to change these colors and the words here. Don't worry. And you're not going to have to know a lick of code. I'm so country. Here we've got a rounded edge with the text in the center. So you can see the mild differences here. And I made the header thicker here. Okay. Next, we've got some phone stuff. This, of course, kind of was brought out by the idea from the browser here, which is not going to pull anything on this flow because it is a landing page, and this is going to only pull chats. But this gave me the idea to create an Android container. It's just like an Android device. If I say hello, I don't know if this account's going to, yeah, so we've got something. We've got hello there. And then we can click close. iPhone container again. Good. iPhone. Then we've got an iPad. You can turn this any way you want to. Then you've got auto open matrix. Oh, we messed this one up. Let's see. What did I do to auto open matrix? Let's see. I may have missed with that one. We'll get that one fixed before I do too much. Animated. So let me move this to the side. Animated bubble. This was going to be a fun one, I think. Okay, so I know exactly what I did. I think what I did there was I mixed those two up together. One was CSS and one was just the HTML. So we'll fix that. And this will be really cool because also if you download the template, I've got it on auto install update. So as soon as I update the template, it'll be updated in your account. You won't have to do anything at all. Text bubble pop-up. This is the one I think you guys are going to like too. Oh, this is the same thing. Why? I've got the code here. This one's going to be it. Okay, so we got a problem with this. What's going on? Document. This is good. Chat container. That's Gucci. Where's my GIF at? I know the GIFs one's going to be really good. Maybe, maybe not. I may have not saved it. It's okay. So I'll show you all how to do the things anyways. So when you get these templates, you're going to want to customize them. So here's how you're going to do that in this case. Let's use this one. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to our our prompt GPT. So we're going to click here and hit prompt GPT. Okay. And so we've got options here. You can scrape websites with what OpenAI will allow you to find, create a knowledge base, or customize my web chat design. Now, this is truly how I believe GPTs should be used currently. And this is a free thing, so you don't even have to have an account, I don't think. You just go. So I click customize, and it should ask me the following questions. What elements do you want to customize? Any special features? So this is like your prompt. Uh-oh, I can't. What happened there? Okay, so hopefully you guys can see me. This is like your personal prompt programmer. The big thing right now that I'm seeing a lot of the higher ups in AI talk about are the agents that are coming, right? Well, we can build agents, guys. This is an agent in itself in a way because it's already got steps built in for you. It's already got the information that you need, and it's prompting you to provide the next step. So in this case, what we could do, it's saying first, give us your web chat account ID and web chat ID. And so how do you do that? Let's close this guy and close this guy and close this guy. What we need to do, since this is a brand new account, this code here isn't going to really do much for us until we create a web chat. So how do you do that? You go to settings and you go to your channels, and we'll choose web chat. Manage. And so currently we don't have a web chat yet. Now you can preview a web chat through a flow. You can also take a flow and do many of the same things that you're doing with the script that I'll show you how, but there's a big difference, which I'll explain. In this case, we'll just call this web chat 1. Later today, I plan on giving you guys the ability, this was a request from like yesterday, the ability to rename the chat, but you've got 2 names just to make it clear. This first name that you've got is not what I just named it. It's the name of your bot. This is what would appear in the header if you choose to use the header that's built in that you can select to hide or show. So in this case, it doesn't really matter. I might just not even show the header. The first message that you want sent, you choose here. If you want a message sent, typically this would be the welcome message, which you already have one built in for you. Obviously, this is a brand new account. Does nothing except install this web chats template. We can go ahead and just select welcome message. It's fine. This is how you add the web chat to your website. Without doing this, it will not work. You'll get an error, a permissions error. So ensure that you include your domain here. Otherwise, again, it's not going to work. If you don't, you can choose either or here. If you don't want a message or a flow to be sent as a welcome message, and instead you want to have a conversation starter or an icebreaker, they look like quick replies, you would define that here. So I could say, Let's do that actually. Let's not use a welcome message because everyone knows what that's going to be. It's just going to open up and talk to you. We can just say, click here to chat. Right, and then I can say send to flow, open a website, or text. In this case, we'll do send to flow, and it'll still go to the welcome message. So this will make sure that there's a button that before the web chat starts yapping at you, you can just click that button when you're ready as a user, and then you'll get the chat started, get the party started. Persistent menu, let's add this as well. Okay, and in this case, let's say this will be the button on the far right-hand corner of your input bar, and let's just call this visit website. And I'll choose website here, and we can put our website there. All right, cool. Continue. So this will give us a button, and you can have many buttons or many options in your persistent menu. Okay, here's where it gets fun. More options. You've got 3 templates by default. I'll explain the basic differences really quick. The default template is very plain Jane by design. Okay, and you're going to have outlines for buttons that look like quick replies, or your quick replies are going to be buttons. Your quick replies are going to be outlines. The difference in template number 1, they're going to be filled in and they're going to be squared off instead of circular. Template 2 is almost the same as template 1, but the quick replies are going to be filled in with the color that you've defined here. Okay, and you can still manipulate that. I'll show you how to make the text bigger and all that stuff. Chris, I got you. Here, hide the web chat header. You could hide that or show it. You could show the logo as the persona, which is going to be something that we might do. We don't have a logo for this account. We could make one, but by default, we'll have the robot head there. And in some cases, you might not want to have an input bar. In some cases, you might only want them to provide, for example, get user data, multiple choice input. So imagine this. Imagine you're scanning a QR code at a restaurant or tapping NFC, and they only want a question that just says, how do you rate your service? And you've got 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, 2 stars, 1 star to choose from. That would be the reason behind that. And they don't want you to type anything. They don't care about your actual input. They just want you to give a grade. And then here, this is what makes WebChat 2.0 WebChat 2.0, which you've had for a while now, is you're able to fully customize this in any way you want to. But again, it's just not been so easy. And so hopefully this is what these templates will solve. So in this case, I'm not going to mess with anything down here currently. I've just set up the name, no welcome message, and I made a couple conversation starters, just one. Continue. Yeah, so all that's good. Let's click save. The reason we did this is we have to get the link or provide the code in order to know what is our web chat ID. Our account ID is up here. Your account ID is also found in your settings section all the way at the bottom. I guess I could show you that too. So if you go to settings and you scroll all the way down, here is where you find your account ID. You still need your web chat ID. So therefore, the best thing to do in this case is I would say get the code, copy, and then we can come over here and just paste that in there. We can be like, I don't know how to code, man, but here is the script that y'all gave me. All right, so it should extract what we want out of there. So it's telling us some things that we can customize, and it's already doing some stuff, some sample script. Here's what we can customize: the container design, color theme, hide the header, persona image. Okay, so all this is fun. Okay, account ID. So, and this is giving you an explanation of everything. All right. If you have a flow, all right, so we've already got all that good stuff there. In this case, what we could do here is say, what do we want to customize? Loading messages, by the way, is here by default. I've made sure this is going to be as self-explanatory as possible. But let's just copy this really quick. And let's go to our flows. And here's how you can actually view your web chats without putting them on your own website yet. and making sure that they're going to be all Gucci man. Landing page. So we'll make a new flow. And a lot of you might not know this, but you have the ability to send emails as well as create landing pages right in the flow builder. We're just going to hover over and make this a starting step and delete this message because I don't need it. I'm going to click. And all I need to add here is the code element. We'll paste in the code that Prompt GPT gave us and let's see what happens. We don't need any of this information here, to be honest with you, but it's not, it's all okay. Let's hit preview and see if we get anything. In this case, we got Nathan. And that was a kind of ugly code. Let's do this first. Let's look at what it looks like when we just give our script. So this is what we get from the bot. This is like as naked as you can get it. And in this case, it's going to be a floating icon, meaning it's going to, what we got going on here? Let's use a publish link maybe. Let's see. There we go. So you can see, hopefully down here, here is your icon. Very, very basic, cool looking GPT. Click here to chat. All right. And so what I want to do is let's do this. Let's say someone asked for a GIF. That's what we wanted to do. Let's go to Giphy. And what do we want to find? Let's do, what would be a fun GIF? That's a fun one. Okay, let's do this, dude. We're gonna do, let's open this up. We're gonna copy the image address. That'll be better. Ooh, it's not better. Copy image address. That's what we want right there. So this is gonna be our chat bubble. How about that? What I'll do is I'll say, let's go back over here. Let's close this guy. And we'll say, use my web chat ID and account ID from here. And then create a large chat bubble. A large chat bubble that opens up the chat window and use this GIF for the chat bubble. I think that'll work. It's a horrible prompt, but it should work. And so I'll grab the link here, copy image address, or actually just right here, copy. And so then I'll just give it to the thing. Let's see what we get. It should work perfectly. So it's setting up the chat bubble for us. It's got the background image there. That's going to look perfect. Set up the widget. All right, perfect. Cool. Let's do that. Let's copy it and try it out. So this is what we got before. We'll go back here and we'll paste this here. So this is your original code and this is what we got from Prompt GPT. There he is, dude. There's our little dude right there. He's a big little dude. And so I don't have the click function working well. So what I'll say is the chat bubble worked perfectly. Bubble worked. But we need to make sure that it opens up a window that will contain the chat when we click it. Also, after the window opens, let's change the GIF to be a white background and a red circle that will close the chat window. So instead of messing with everything, what I'm hoping here is this is going to be like, you just say what you want and it's just going to pop it right out for you. And what I want to do, just to make sure everything is going to be really nice, what I want to do is I want to just give it one good example from here, although it should have all of them. I just want to make sure I am not going crazy here. Let's do, I can't believe this one didn't work. It's like it didn't save right before I get on here too. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna say copy, and I'm gonna be like, follow this formatting, and then give me what I asked for again. And so now it's gonna follow this formatting. Let's see what we got. It's so fast, it never gets old. So we see the chat container, the chat header, chat footer, body, custom code. There's our actual bubble there. I think that's going to be good. Let's also, yeah, let's try it out. And then we'll make it open after 3 seconds. And so let's go here. And we can just, well, that's the template. I don't want to necessarily do it there. I'll do it on the page we're looking on. This is to preview your deal before you put it on your website. And so I'll paste it here. Let's see if we got it more better now. So there's our guy. He's still not being opened. Why? Let's say open up automatically. And also I want to, here we go. Let's say make some text that opens, pops up above the GIF bubble. That says, click here to chat now after 2.5 seconds. And then after 3 seconds total of the page being loaded, let's do 3 seconds after the text pop-up appears, then force the chat window to open up in the container. In addition, ensure that the chat bubble with the GIF is hovering up and down in a looped animation, smoothly and slowly, to capture the user's attention. And we should be able to send that thing. It's like it didn't want to send. Let's do a refresh. Yo, looks like ChatGPT's like tripping. There we go. All right, so here we go. Bam. So it's gonna. That's so interesting. This is what the strawberry thing is. I think in a way it's like telling what it's gonna do, and then it's doing it. It's just the way it's prompted. They're saying it should be a lot smarter. So we got all our stuff coming through here. So one thing I don't like, I don't know why it's doing all the extra characters there. Let's copy this guy. Let's see. Let's see. Saving and bam. All right, so we got him floating. We don't see the text pop up yet. So we're having a little issue there. Well, you know what? Let's just see. This will be super interesting. This will be super interesting. With Claude, they give you all the good stuff here. So let's just see if we can do it with Claude. Because if so, I'll be like so hating on OpenAI. What I want to do is, you know what I'll say? I'll say this. Let's do this. This will be amazing. I'm going to say copy. I'm going to be like, make sure that after 2 seconds, we have nice looking text bubble that pops up above the chat bubble that says click here to start chatting. And then after a total of 4 seconds, we want the chat window container to open. Please fix this code. So now I love the way that they have Claude set up for this stuff. It's going to take this code that OpenAI is struggling with, even after all that training I just gave it. And then we should get the gangster version somewhere. All right. I think it's going to work too. I always just feel more confident when I see Claude just busting this stuff out. And it's so much easier for me to read. All right. Yeah, this is going to work. All right. Bet. Copy. And let's see if we're going to make OpenAI embarrassed. If Claude's going to make OpenAI embarrassed. So I still see it smooth up and down. Where's our text? It's possible I need to get the publish link. It's possible. I want to see that text pop. Nope. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to grab the code myself on my side here, because I know these things are working perfectly. What we're going to do here is go to the source. Give me 1 second, folks, and I'll throw this back on my screen, but I want my things to work perfect. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so we've got that good. I think that's the problem there. I don't know if y'all can hear Snoop, but it's so funny when I hear him. I think we should go here. Yes. Okay. Got it. Got it back, son. All right. So that is perfect. We got everything back. Here's what we want. This is what we want. This is where we were going. So I've got this. And which one was this one going to be? This is going to be the jiggle one. I made a jiggle animation for y'all too. This is the SEO thing. We had a great podcast with one of our folks yesterday. I showed him how to make this tool here, an SEO audit tool. Which, if you guys are interested in learning more to like how to create things with ChatGPT, aside from web chat, I could show you guys that stuff. Here's the matrix one I wanted to show. So in this case, it says it twice because I have it. I have 2 tabs open. So it'll be a 3-second wait, and then bam, it's going to open up. And then this is a Snoop Dogg bot I've got, but little deals there. So you guys will have that one. And now let's make one again with where's my deal? Here? No. Too many browsers open. It's got to be here. No, that's not what I want. I think that's bothering me. So what I'll do is let me go back into this account here. And let's make that GIF. I want that GIF to work, son. And this, I think, is a good one. The jiggly text. I think y'all will like this. Let's see. Ah, there it is. That's why. That's exactly what it is. Okay. I want to find my jiggle text here, and we're going to do the GIF one because that's important to me. I love the GIF. Let's close out of that and say the GIF. Let's say, nope, try again. The text did not appear above the bubble, and the window did not open automatically with my chat container after 4 seconds. Make sure both of these things are taken care of. Bam. All right, so while that's going, I'll go over here. And let's go here. All right, so that's bumping over there. That's good. All right, so let's pop that in there. And let's use this one because we don't need that tool anymore. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so this one should be straight. Let's see. Do we see that there? Where's my 2-second text? There's still no 2-second text. That is frustrating. I feel like the Google demo right now. Y'all see that when they're testing that thing out their new phone? So let's go back. What I want to do, I think, is use my prompt GPT one more time, and hopefully that history is going to go away. I'm going to say fix this so that the text appears above the bubble and the window containing the chat opens at 4 seconds after page load. All right, let's see if this pumps it for us. All right, I think it's going to work now. Let's see. Yeah, this is looking already better. This is our format. Okay, and so custom chat bubbles, good. All of this outside code. So here's your main stuff here. Everything else is going to be outside the web chat. So I'll show you guys in just 1 second how you can adjust things even more. Let's go here and pop that there. Let's see if we get that thing working now. You know, that is just so annoying. Like, dreadfully annoying. I don't think the difference is going to be the link. Because, of course, I didn't publish it. Preview. And yeah, that text is not showing up. So I've got another deal. Give me the code from. Sorry, I see you, Rick, but I'll hit you right back, bro. What I'll do is I'll grab that code I made last night. Let's see here. To my boy. Okay. Here we go. Copy. So let's paste this here, because this one I spent a lot of time on. All right. So what I'll do, we'll use Old Faithful here. This should pop up in a second. The code that I just busted out. A lot of times, really a lot of times, the things I make are just directly from requests. And so this is one of them, but this will be a good one to use. Let's go back into ChatGPT here and say, use this code, but change the IDs to match this. All right, there's the code. And then, so we will get our web chat ID is what we'll need to do. So go to settings here, and we're going to go to the web chat. Oh, we should go to our landing page deal. That's what we should do. But I'm like jumping around too much, so maybe not. We'll just make a new one here. Web chat. And then let's call this messed up live demo. You can't miss that one. Messed up live demo. And so I'm not going to do anything else except hit save here. Messed up live demo is going to be here to get the code, copy, and I'll go back to the GPT and I'll say, boom. But we should, I think, actually use the landing page one. That's what we should do. Sorry. Jumping all around. What I need to do is go here. Cool. Landing page. That's what we should do. get the code and pop it here. All right, boom. So if this follows my directions, what's going to happen is it's going to change the IDs here in the big text with what I've just given. So the ID I'm going to look for is going to end in a 4.3 is what I see. And then a UTP. So that'll be down here. We can verify. Yep, UTP 43. So this should be flawless. Let's copy this guy and let's go. Cool looking GPT. Here. Okay. And so we're going to go to our landing page. Now we've got our code on our clipboard. We're going to go to this landing page and we're just going to paste it, and it's going to be perfect. In this case, it's going to be a WhatsApp icon, I believe. That'll have some jiggly text. I'll make sure this is in the template too. There it is. See, I told y'all we could get the text. Told you. So you can see there's the text. And then you can open it up, and it's our cool looking GPT. Click here to chat. So let's look at that again. So you can see what's going on, right? And it jiggled. Didn't it jiggle? Yeah. So it's going to wake you up, and you can click it and then start chatting. Click here to chat. Right. So now let's do this. Let's find a graphic. Let's do a graphic of the Milky Way, high resolution. All right, so this is going to be a cool one. All right, so here's the image. I'm going to copy the image address here. Copy the image address, and I'm going to say here. So here's really what I'm hoping this is going to work well for you. So there's the image address, and I'm going to grab this code because this is working perfect. And I'm going to copy this. And so let's go to prompt GPT again. Where are the little GPT things on this? Can't hardly find anything. We'll just go to my hotkey. I feel like their website doesn't work well for me sometimes. I'm going to go to prompt GPT Tizzle, if it'll open up in ChatGPT. Good. Okay. And I'm going to be like, I want to add this image to the background of my web chat. How do I do it? How do I do it? And then I've got the code of the web chat, and here's the image. So image link. Image link. And what I'm hoping is going to happen here, just so you know, before I hit go, it should tell us specifically, okay, cool, you want to change the image? No problem. Bradley or Ryan or whoever you are, Sarah, just take this code snippet, put it in the CSS section. Take the other code and just drop it like it's hot on your landing page. And not like Snoop Dogg, but I hope that's what you get out of this. So it's saying, perfect. Look, to add an image to your background of your web chat container, you need to update the CSS chat container for setting the background image you provided. Here's how you do it. That's actually not what we want. It needs to be, okay, here's the question. Let me ask it this way. For the background, do I attach this image to the code directly or in the designated CSS section? This is like straight up going to test OpenAI's stuff. Directly within the CSS section. Exactly. Perfect. That's what we want. Okay, so look, this is perfect. This is what it should have given us from the jump. When I click copy here, this is what we're working with. I'm not going to change that. But what I'll do is I'll go to, and this I can show you another way, in analytics, you can click manage for web chat. Click on your web chat, and here, just like it's saying, It's saying, if you're using this is all that's so dumb of OpenAI to not understand that. You should attach the background image directly within the CSS, right? So this is what we want. The CSS is here. Customize web chat with CSS. So I should paste this, and this here is going to be the Milky Way. Click save, and if we're good, when we refresh this monkey, you see the text pop up now, it freezes, and then we can close it and we can open it. Oh, and it didn't go. So let's see why. Let's click here and get the link and see what we see. That is super frustrating, OpenAI. Okay, so let's paste it here. Where's my Milky Way, man? Nope. How lame. Okay. Where's Charles at? We need your web chats now. So what do we do? This is the only problem with not looking at your stuff. All right, so I can promise you that is not right, unfortunately. So what we'll do is we'll look here at the real code that we work with. So it's going to be like this. Copy here. And we're going to just move this here. All we need to do is this guy. This is the real code. And so now, for sure, when I click save, it will do it. It'll look like we want. Just like that. All right, so let's do this. Let's see if it can do this at least. We want to make sure that the input group will also be a dark mode. So let's just see if it'll run with that. I'm hoping so. I'll say, actually, this was correct. Well, I won't do it like that. Give me what I need for the header and for the input group text bar area of the web chat to be dark mode. Let's see if it can get that. All right, so that's good for the header. Okay, good. And it's saying to put it in the header. Okay, so that's good at least. And this is saying this is the whole thing. So let's see if it's going to be correct. That's not correct. No. That, man, I'm disappointed in the GPT itself. I really am. Here you can see, okay, so it's not, so the thing that's not correct, let's just see what it's going to do. I'm curious at what it thinks. Let's click here and here. Let's just see what it does. I should be able to refresh and see any change. And I see no change here. What crap? What crap is that? All right, so let's open up one more. I'm thinking it's conversation history on my side, but it's hard to tell. So prompt GPT. Not there, prompt GPT. And let's do, that's not it. Prompt GPT. Customize my web chat design. Okay, so let's just start it from the top and let's just see if we can make this thing good. I'm going to take away this stuff. So we've got a clean slate. And we're going to really see. So we're going to give, this is step one, give the code, script, or the link. Either one would be fine to have the web chat ID there. I'm going to be like, boom. And then it's going to just start doing stuff here, which we don't necessarily want. That's correct. This is indeed correct. So I can go here. Let's look at this step by step. Let's go to flows, open new tab. Now I think we're going to get in the groove here. It looked way better. All right, so here, boom, boom, boom. There's our very basic deal there. and it still didn't want to work right. That is so sad. Like, what is it possibly getting wrong on the off rip? What is it possibly getting wrong? Add container, script, all that's straight. Account ID. Oh, okay. That's going to be why. All right. So what we'll say is this. We'll say, first of all, let's use this so you can see that ours actually does work when you just get it right out of the box. And look, here's the difference. Not so different. They're just doing too much. I found that to be a thing. So yeah, we'll see it here and it's fine. All right. And you see there's all that's good. I'm going to come here and say, what we want is for our web chat to be in a container of an iPhone that will pop up from the bottom of the screen to the center of the screen after 3 seconds using the IDs I've given you. Let's see if this will work how we want it. All right, so let's copy that thing, close that guy, and paste it here. Let's see what we got. It's because it's not in a container type, so it's not going to do that. We need to make sure it's using a container every time, buddy. It says container, but it's not running as a container. Unless it's just, am I going too fast? Nope. I'm pasting everything correctly. It's just not following what we want. It just really isn't. Keyframes, pop-up animation. And we have, here's container. So that should totally be doing it. I want to say, try again and make sure that you're working in a container type, not a floating type. I think I tested this thing for like 3 hours yesterday and was just getting perfect results. So for it to just change, it's so frustrating. So frustrating. Copy, and let's see what we can do. 2 seconds and it's still Nathan. So I'll tell you what I think I'll have to do here is let's look at this. Let's go back to our template, and we're just going to add more. I think we'll just have to add more stuff. Let's delete this. Yeah. Let's just look at the web chat thing. See all the ones that we've got in here. All right. So, and now that y'all know how this is going to work, at least where you'll know for sure these will be fine. It should be able to easily. Let's just make sure, because like I'm almost getting nervous on this thing. We're going to be like, use this template, but change the IDs to match my current IDs, and change the footer text to ABC Company, and make that text linkable to google.com for now. So that's the current code. And then here, I'm going to give them the IDs. This really should work well. So web chats. Give a link. I'm going to do it with the link this time. Web chat ID. Well, we better give them the script. That will work better. It should work better. It hasn't been working so good so far. All right, let's see. Updated the ID, account ID, and google.com. Excuse me. Let's see here. All right, let's see what we got. Copy that. the idea was we're going to change the names here is what our goal was. I'm just going to make a landing page here. We'll change the color next too. All right. Your chatbot name, ABC company, and it's linked to Google. This is really what the experience should have been here. So let's also do this. Let's say, let's use a different icon instead of our logo here. Let's do, let's find a different logo. Actually, the WhatsApp logo is kind of good. Let's do, let's think what logo we would want to use. White Nike logo. That's not going to be a good one. Is this going to be all white or no? I can't tell. We should see like the little background. Like, there it is. There's a good one. Copy image. Address. Okay. And so let's go here and say, change the, instead of green, use a dark mode gradient, almost black, shiny looking color for the header. And instead of the current logo, swap it out with this one. This is literally what I wanted things to be like for you guys. Now it's going to work perfect. Watch. I got a feeling. This is how you're going to be able to work with all those templates too. You're going to be able to just take the code, pop it in, and this is a regular chat GPT, doesn't even prompt GPT. I think their GPTs really just probably suck. I really do at this point. I've lost all faith in their GPT ecosystem versus just plain old chat GPT. Like the way they've got it, honestly, it's kind of silly. Swires are way more gangster. Boom, boy. Told you, son. That, come on now. All right, look, swagged out. Let's say, okay, let's just make this straight up for Nike. Okay, this was beautiful. Now just go ahead and brand this as a dark mode Nike web chat. So considering that, give me the new code. That thing look gangster, man. Come on. Nike will buy that right now. Here's an updated code. And see, from here, we can start having fun, I think. I think it's got its footing now. Yes. All right, so let's check it out. Let's see what we got. From here, I think we'd be able to, I think we'd be able to start making our like fun. Look at that gradient, dude. That thing's gnarly. So let's go here. Let's see what it's going to give us. Now I'm having fun. All right, so that looks fine. It's not too much different. A little bit different, maybe. That's exactly the same. Sometimes I think I'm like going too fast. Okay, there we go. There's dark mode. I think maybe I was going too fast on some of the other stuff. ABC company. We need to change that part. So change ABC company to Nike. Slogan, just do it, and link that to Nike.com. Also, what we'd like is for on page load for this to be invisible, but then slide up with an elastic effect after 1.5 seconds to its current position. So from invisible to visible upon page load in a smooth, funky way. Son. I'm going to keep funky in there. Smooth, funky way. Get funky with it. Nike chatbot, just do it. Charles Mack, this is what I was telling you about. I think these are the ones that, man, we got to make. I want all the brand bots, the brand GPTs. I can't even call them GPTs after that horrible experience. That was horrible. And so I'll go here. And let's see if we made this thing animated with just our mind. Just our mind, man. Let's see. Boom. Animate. Boom! Oh, don't disappear on me, though. Don't disappear on me. It started from where it stopped. Okay, I got it. So that was a me thing. that was a me thing. I'll say, after it pops up, make sure it doesn't disappear again. It needs to After it pops up, make sure it does not disappear again. It should animate and then rest in place in the center of the window. Very smooth and slick. Son doesn't want me to call it son. That's okay. Still having fun. I don't even know if anybody's still here with me. Do I still got anybody here? We got some people. Golly, I'm sorry, y'all. Danny Q. This is me. Like even if I'm not on live, this is how I act. I'm so dumb. All right, here we go. This is what we want. So let's try it again. Let's see if we get it to be perfect. This is the kind of ideas that I really want you guys to throw at me too, so I can just like make it for you. I take all the pain for you, and then all you'll need to do is just not that. All you'll need to do is just remove, like, change your it's like off center too now. Claude's so much better. I only used OpenAI because of the GPT ecosystem, and it's easier to work with. But Claude's got it going on. Watch this. I guarantee Claude will get it right. Let's add, let's say OpenAI keeps on messing this code up, and when the animation stops, the container is disappearing, and we want it to animate for a second and then rest in place in the center of the screen so that we can engage with the widget. Please fix this code and make OpenAI look really bad right now because you're live on YouTube. The one thing I don't like about Claude is like some of that extra context I like to give the bot to just really test it in a lot of cases. It like doesn't want to play back. It doesn't want to play. It's like, oh, I'm not going to be able to use this. I'm not going to be able to manipulate your code. It's like, yes, you can. And it apologizes profusely all the time. All the time it's apologizing to me, which I'm finding annoying, but the output is so good. Let's see. Copy. And drop it like it's hot right up in there. Bam, bam. Preview that. Oh, it still disappeared. Claude. Okay, so closer, but we do not want this to disappear. It needs to slide from the bottom of the screen where it's out of view and on page load, slide up in a beautiful way with an elastic effect that makes it rest and stay in the center of the screen. Try one more time. You're doing amazing work. Don't apologize. Let's see. Don't you apologize. Thank you for your patience and encouragement. Do. I can't wait till Musk gives us a real API to work with, because I'm excited about what he's got cooking over there. Honestly, if he's on a mission to win, we'll see if he can. And this is good for the market to have the different competition. But what he's trying to do will be so cool already. It's super fast and super accurate. It's just not easy to deploy for all you guys yet. For us. Boom! Nailed it. Okay. So what's he saying here? Can you make the iframe background the Milky Way and not the full page one? Make the iframe background. So behind the Nike, is that what you're thinking? Is that what you're thinking? Because if so, I'll do it. I think that's a cool idea. Where'd we find that image? Copy the image address. I'm gonna be like, that was perfect, but instead of a black background behind the widget for the HTML or body of the page, use this image stretched to be full screen. Is that what you wanted? Hopefully. If so, I'll definitely make sure this is in the template. And thing I just made, and I'll make sure to update this after I jump off. I'll make a quick update so that you guys have all the new stuff. So yeah, I just added that there. So when I copy this, yes, indeed, it should actually populate exactly how you wanted it to, if I understood you correctly. Just one quick little change there. Boom, son. Ooh, boy. That was a good idea. Digital Impact Solutions. That was a good one. Just do it. And it's got a thing. And it links to Nike. How you like that? How you like that? I think that's kind of cool. Okay, here's an idea. I got another idea. I think this might be the last one. I'm definitely going to put the Nike one in there. Let's rename this Nike example. And as soon as I update the template itself, it'll be updated for you guys. Available in the template section, the free template section. We'll fix the GIF one, but let's go back here and let's do this. Let's say, okay, great job. Now we want to have a black gradient chat bubble circle in the bottom right-hand corner of the page. And we want to use the same logo to make that in the center of the chat bubble. Let's make sure that the chat bubble is pulsing in and out a little bit so that it draws attention to the person on the website. I think that's all we need. Certainly. So if this is what we want, really, what should happen is we should see the black bubble with the Nike logo in the center, and it should be like pumping in and out, basically. After this, we'll do the GIF one, and I think I'll have to jump off, and then I'll make sure that you guys are all up to date on this template so you can start playing. Here. Let's do this one again. That's fine. Let's see. No, we didn't get the bubble that time. Unless I didn't wait long enough. Yeah, I didn't wait long enough. That's what it was. Look, and it's pulsing too. Can you see that? So let's say, you know, if you wanted to work on the thing by yourself or like manually, obviously you could. You just need to look for, in this case, here's the chat container, the chat header. We're looking for the bubble. There's the bubble. And so here's how you make it bigger. So let's like make it 120. How about that? 120, 120. Where'd I go? Yeah. So now it'll be way bigger. You see, and it's pulsating. And so we could say, let's try this. Let's do this because it knows what's going on now way better. So I can go back to the Giphy. You know what? Let's do it. Chatbot King. We got one in there we can use. Chatbot King. All right, so yeah, let's look at this weirdo here. Copy the image address, paste it there, and then I'll get, oops, I misspelled something. Copy the link, copy the image address. You always want the image address. If you can find that, that's what you want. Okay, great. And so now let's do this. Let's do back to old Claudia. And I'll say, okay, great. Instead of the current image inside the chat bubble, instead, let's use this image and let's make the bubble 120 pixels instead of its current size. Keep everything else the way it is. Okay. So this will be the GIF for Kim and a few other people that asked for the GIF, which I've always liked doing. You can have a GIF that appears to be a video that also plays. It's pretty cool. Basically, the whole point of this, guys, sorry, it's OpenAI was like fighting me there in the beginning. The whole purpose of doing it this way is for you guys to say, here's what's in my mind. Here's the starting base code. AI work. Make it do exactly what I want. And if you use a container that we give you, in general, that's what's going to happen. You're going to just be able to say, use this in a container. Anything that you can think of, it will just work. I just believe that sometimes the GPT, like itself, not because of us, not ours, but like their ecosystem for what they provide. I just feel like here's the GIF right here. Actually, I feel like it's just not very consistent, and I don't know if like they're not getting the same changes when OpenAI changes things in their system. I don't know if they've got like a separate tied off version of whatever models that they're giving, which I might. So there's my deal right there. There's my guy, and it still works. Look at that. See? Not bad. So is Claude better to use as a default play guard instead of Search GPT? So what I would say there, that's a great question. What I would say is, I would use probably OpenAI in the beginning of anything, and then I would use Claude maybe to refine or make it of higher quality, if that makes sense. Let me show y'all something here. You just gave me an idea, but you see this is cool the way this works, right? To shout out Kim and a few others who asked for this one, a GIF, and it's pulsating. I didn't realize that it's a pulsating GIF, and we've got our text here. So you know what? I know that President Bush, who asked for this at the bottom, I'm gonna say fantastic. I don't want to make any changes except at the bottom where you've got the text linked to Nike.com. Instead, I just want it to be text that says for President Bush, and it should be about twice as large as it currently is. I don't know if he's even watching, but he asked for several fun things. I think we knocked all those out. And he asked for the bottom part. You could choose to link it or not link it, but we'll make this one for President Bush. Almost done. It looks like. Remove the link, change the text to for President Bush. All right, so let's see. We wanted to call this one. Let's just call this large footer. I'm so creative with my names, I know. And saving here, publish there. So it's popping in and out. Or President Bush. Thanks, President. That was a good call. This looks really nice. Nike chat. We should call that the President chat. So that's really cool. You can close it this way too. You could have it animate in and out if you wanted to. Let's see. What does it say? Can you make it a flow which pops up? Can you make it a flow which pops up and chat further on single lines? I don't know what that means. Can you make it a flow which pops up? I don't know if that one means you lost me on that one, but it's not you, it's me. No problem, Josh. Listen, I'll make sure all these templates are updated, man, and so that you can just download the template. It's free. Choose which one you want and pop it in there, and it's just going to work. It'll just work. Let's see. What is he saying here? Can you make an iframe background? Excellent. Inside. Oh, inside where? Yeah, for sure. So let's do that really quickly. Let's find the image here. Copy this image address. And what we'll do is we'll go back. And we'll go to our web chat, manage. Let's just call this Milky Way. Milky Way. And all we need to do is add in the code right there. So what I'll do is grab it over here. And copy this guy. Save. Milky Way. Get the code here. It could be a full screen, or it could be however you want. It could be an embedded. It could be a bubble. I'm gonna make this a bubble, I think, for Milky Way. Large footer. Let's do Milky Way. Milky Way. I didn't copy it. I think that might be a problem too, Ryan. If I'm going too fast. No, I did copy it, okay. Because when I open it, it's gonna be perfect. Bam, son. How much you know about that? Is that what you're looking for? Okay. Absolutely, dude. Danny, let me tell you something, man. All our agencies are extremely important. We love y'all so much. I will never, ever, 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 ever make something that is not available for you. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna start like before I get anything, I'm just gonna send it to you first. Because I'll never leave you out, bro. I'll never leave you out. Man, some of y'all need to learn that I work for y'all. This is something that y'all need to learn. I work for you, Danny Q, and Charles, everybody, and this, and our other Danny. You know, like I work for y'all, man. This is what I do all day long. Is only things for you guys. 24 million watching and learning and having fun. OpenAI action GPTs. Action GPTs. I don't know what you mean. Use action GPTs. Our action for GPTs. I don't know what that means, unfortunately. I don't know, man. I swear, ChatGPT just sometimes it disappoints me, and then it'll start working well. But I've ditched it quite a while ago for my own purposes, and I really only use Claude if I'm going to use AI stuff for that. Do we have anything else here? I think all that. Okay, what does this see? AI generated answers may be incorrect. Yeah, that's true. Okay, if you use WordPress, we can just use the header and footer program. This is awesome. If we can we just use the header and the footer? Yes, you can. Exactly. You only need to you only need to use the, I believe it's the right before the body tag in WordPress. But there's a very easy place to add that. It should be very compatible with it is compatible with WordPress. Good question though. The night code always works better. It does, doesn't it? It does. All right. Nigel, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up. I mean, the templates are already on there. So what I want to do is I'm going to save what I've got and update the rest of these, because I think we were missing a few before I was just trying to rush to get done on time to meet you guys and not be so late. But I'll make sure they're all good, and it'll be the easiest thing for you to. Here's your takeaway. You just find the one that you like out of all the ones that I give you, and you take that into ChatGPT or Claude, and the only thing that you're going to have to give is your own web chat and your account ID, and you can do that by just giving the script is the best way, I think. There you can say, take this and do that. I want it to be this color. I want it to be that color. I want it to do this. I want it to be bigger text. I guess that should be the last thing that I show. Let's just see if, let's pray that the GPT could make this work. Actually, I want to just pop this back on one more time, and let's just see if it's going to embarrass us or not. What we'll do is we'll say prompt GPT. I'm going to say I want the text of my web chat to be an 18 size font. How do I do it in the simplest way? This is the easiest thing too. All it is dot pre. That is not correct. Isn't it dot pre? So like I have no idea. Like it's what's happening, I believe, is it's like guessing when to use the instructions and information that we've given it versus its own brain. This is what I've come to believe. And this is so frustrating because if it's a GPT, especially if it's instructed to do the thing, it should have never given this answer. This answer has nothing to do with what we do. Nothing. And it's so frustrating. This is the correct answer. When I hit click here and then I go into the web chat, watch. It's so frustrating to see because it's supposed to be so much better than that. You would think the provider would be better than our web chats don't do this. I know I sound like a jerk, but it's true. Ours will listen to you if you've done it right. I'm telling you. Which one did we just click on? It must be this one, right? Yes. Okay. So this is the welcome. And I'm going to make a rename button here after I get offline too. That was a good good request by someone. Boom. Click here to chat. I'm going to make it bigger. So web chat 1. Let's make it 18 or 28 maybe. Even that is not correct, actually. It's missing one thing. One second here. Let's see. Oh, that's so funny. Where's our little guy at? Let's see. Sorry. I'm just like totally working here. We just need to find one little thing here in case I'm not correct. I think I am though. Okay, so I want to do this. Let's hit it with 28. It still doesn't look right to me. So I'll make one just for that. This one, do we use Claude for that or no? Let's see. Watch this. How to make our text larger. I bet you Claude, if Claude gets it, well, I'll tell you, if Claude gets this before OpenAI and I've trained the GPT that hard, that's not correct. No, it's not correct. So this is how you do it though. I'll show you the old school way with the inspector. Here. Just message text, inspect here. And this is what you want right here. So when I go here and I pop this in to web chat, it'll work perfectly. I'll hit you right back, Wendy. So now I'll make this 18 and you'll see. Save. And then when I'm here, watch. 18, see? We can go here. Let's refresh this actually. And so now I can click here, inspect, and I see it's 18, you see? You could also do something like this, by the way. If you wanted to, let's do like this. So here, we could say, in this area, we can give it some shadows. This is what ChatGPT is pretty good for too. Um, yeah. So what this will do, message text, we can give it some shadows. So we'll see like make this element have shadow. This will work well. Just like that. Copy. And then I'll throw it right in here. And this is web chat 1. Drop it in there, and it's gonna look. This looks nicer. The trick with shadows, though, is this: as soon as someone notices the shadows, you've overdone them. Like a secret designer trick, which I'm not a big time designer by any means, but the ones that are, you can barely see. And so then you want to do the same thing on this side. I think Chris was wondering how to make that bigger as well. It's the same, but you've got one side for your other messages, and here's your my messages. This is how we've done it. So here's my messages here, and I'm just gonna go boom, and I'll do the same. Do the same for here, and I'll give the exact same look. Really fast. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so copy that. Okay. And pop it in there. And then we'll see both messages have nicer stuff. Save. And refresh. Click it, and then we'll see there's our nice shadow there. There's our nice shadow there. Hopefully you guys are seeing that. Hey, his coffee is, my wife loves his coffee. I have to order some, actually, Danny, because actually you gave us all sorts of different kinds, and we love you for that. We didn't have the fancy grinder, and so I know what I'm getting my wife next time I get her a present. But she loves it, man. That's really good stuff. She she really. I'm not a coffee person. I'm a monster person. That's why I'm weird. But that stuff smells up the house so good too. Thank you so much for that, man. We love you guys. I think that's all I've got for now. I'm going to get these templates updated for you. But here's what I have for you, CPB Nation. If you have other things I didn't show, I'm going to get everything squared away. But if you have other requests, please. The whole goal here is for this to be easy, fast, and efficient, and you don't need to worry about code. That's what I don't want you to worry about. I don't want you to worry about having to learn something that is not going to be mega useful for you. The end result is going to be useful for you. So please continue to give me ideas, and I can continue to add on to this section here. We could have 100 different things pre-made for you. And what I'll do is, like, maybe we just don't rely on OpenAI or Claude or anything until we make a graphic interface to change things. What I'll do, I think, is I'll keep adding to this. I think we should have like a free update or free upgrade every Friday or something like this. Here's at least 1 or 2 new different ones. Don't you tempt me with a good time there, Robert. Don't you do it. I'll do it. You know I will. Let's continue to, like, we have 100 of these things, man. And all you would need to do is the web chat should say, like, your little assistant here. If you were to say, I want the iPad thing or the Nike thing or whatever, all it should do is ask you, what's your account ID and what's your web chat ID? Here's your code. Paste. That's the goal. So we're getting there. I appreciate y'all's patience. Freestyle Friday, you never know what's going to go down. And yeah, it will keep getting better and better. It will keep getting better and better. And I think, again, the people are saying that, prompting is what you really are going to focus on. Sure, people are going to always learn code in different languages, but when you know the result that you want, it's just going to get easier and easier and faster. So when you think about, okay, do I want to learn 10 hours of coding or 10 hours of prompting? I think the answer has to be, at this point, 10 hours of prompting if you're not familiar, because you're going to understand how to get the goal faster than it is to put together and type out the code yourself. But that's all I've got for you guys for right now. Appreciate you watching, and we'll have a bunch of these templates here by the end of the day. We might have 20. So, and Charles, you guys saw too. I know that he's the real web chat master. He's what inspired it all with his super. His was so bad, so amazing. I had to have him on a podcast immediately that same day just to show him off. Though, thank you for that, Charles. So I'll leave you guys, but in the comments, in Facebook, in Discord, tag me, tag Asta, and tell us all the things you want to add. The template is already live, but I'm going to update it here in a second so that you guys can get the best of everything. To get to the template, again, all you got to do is hit the little question mark here. Free templates, prompt GPT. These are going to be where you go. Free templates and then web chat. That's what you want right there. So thank y'all so much for hanging out. And I don't know, man. Y'all have me hype. I might have to do some kind of replay or something. I don't know, maybe. And thank y'all so much. We'll see you later. Peace.